It's a sit down with Tish. Come along. Hi, my name is Tish, and this is my channel, A Savvy Life with Tish. I'm an events and hospitality professional with over 20 years experience. I'm also a corporate etiquette consultant, and my main goal is to help you unlock the power of presence and be your very best self in every single room that you enter. Here on my channel, I've had it for maybe 2 years, and I felt like it would be time for me to sit down and just talk to you and let you know something about me. And if I miss anything, let me know down in the comment area. And yeah, just wanted to dig a little deeper and let you know what to expect from my channel, especially if this is your first time tuning in. First, let me see if I can put my microphone somewhere close. I have been wanting to do a sit down face to face where it's just me and you talking for a moment. I have been I've been vlogging on A Savvy Life for about 2 years, and when I tell you I was so excited to create a separate channel. I do have another channel on YouTube that I created when I had my event planning business, and I shared party tips and event related things on that channel. And that channel grew for that particular community. But I think I've always had a little vlog in my spirit. I'm telling you, I think I always wanted to vlog. So I said, the vlogs didn't do well over there because everybody wanted the DIY tutorials and the party talk. So I said, let me create a channel to where I can sit down with other like-minded women, and we can sit down, we can talk. I can take you along my busy day and make relatable content for other women. I have been doing that, and of course I would love my channel to grow. This sit down is needed. I just want us to talk. I want to tell you a little bit about who it is I am, especially if this is your first time watching. So let's get into a little bit about who it is I am. I am from Arkansas. I have lived in the South all of my 40 plus years. I went to school in Arkansas. I went to college in Arkansas. I received my master's degree from an Arkansas college, and my last and final degree is not from Arkansas. It's from Jackson State University. So I am a doctoral candidate, and I hope very, very soon that I can turn this camera on and say, friend, I'm finished. Since 2003, when I got married, I have been planning weddings and parties and gatherings, being on committees that plan celebrations and ceremonies. I've been doing it since 2003. I did not go to school to be in hospitality. I went to college because I wanted to be a world-renowned psychologist. That whole field still intrigues me today. I love everything about the mind. I love human behavior, and that's what I wanted to do. But when my husband and I planned our wedding, he was fresh on the police force in our local town. That equals, and this was 20 plus years ago, that meant no money. And then I was fresh out of grad school, double no money. But with a little creativity, and I had a good girlfriend in my graduate program, she was also planning her wedding the same month that I was planning mine. So we tag teamed and we talked about some DIY projects, and I discovered Hobby Lobby. That was like the best discovery ever. And I had a Hobby Lobby wedding. I created my programs, everything from stationery packs from Staples. It was a DIY wedding, but back then I think we pulled it off. A month after we got married, someone at work asked me to plan their wedding. And when I say the rest is history, the rest is history. So that kicked my event planning career off. I just started planning. I didn't turn hardly anybody down. And then after a year or so, that's when I got really serious about it and I established my company. It took us some beautiful places. I met some wonderful people. I didn't know that I had a knack for planning and logistics and creativity, listening to what the client was saying and feeling what they wanted and actually being able to put that into place and make it happen was like the best thing ever. I started forming relationships with others in the industry in Arkansas early on, 2004, 2005. And to still have those relationships today with some people that, award winning, that is just slaying in the event world makes my heart full. That's when I realized how important building and maintaining relationships in business is very vital. And I hold on to those relationships and any other relationships that I build professionally, because you never know who you're going to need in an emergency situation. And I've had to call on some emergency SOSs even recently. In addition to my event planning business, later on, my husband discovered he had a passion and a talent for grilling. Some people lightly say that they are a barbecue pit master. We didn't see it coming, but he said years prior, before even getting a grill and preparing food, that's what he wanted to do. I didn't see it because, but he said he felt it, and he bought a grill, and it wasn't the best, but he started to test out things and said eventually he wanted to open up his own catering company and eventually restaurant. And that was early 2000s. Maybe 5 or 6 years after we got married. And he played around with the idea, and now he has an award-winning, very successful catering company, and he is a barbecue pit master. He has won awards. I don't know what he does on that grill besides pray and mix up all the things that he mixes up, but yes. So in addition to event planning, we have a catering company. Professionally, I'm still in hospitality. Prior to the position that I have now at a private company, I was in higher education, and I was in the area of institutional advancement. And that's the fundraising leg of the university. Special events, VIP visits, ceremonies, all of the fanfare fell into the hands of institutional advancement. Right up my alley. Okay. Communications, making sure that everything looks good, the people that arrive to whatever we're hosting feels good, knowing their needs before the event, all of that made my heart happy when I was in higher ed. And I do plan to go back to higher ed after some time, and I get this degree. And I'm ready to do protocol and special events for institution of higher learning. I am in a sorority, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. I've been a member of the sorority for for 25 years. My line sisters and I, we celebrated in March, and this past homecoming, we did all the things to say that we've arrived to being mature in the sorority. I have 2 daughters, and I have a bonus son, and I have a daughter who is a freshman in college, and I have an 8th grader who loves volleyball. My oldest daughter is an avid dancer, has been dancing ever since she was 3 years old. So yeah, girls are busy, and they have been so vital to my business and my husband's business. our goals. My children have been so vital. And to be young and to have wisdom when we get worn out as adults and they're there to speak positive things to us, I mean, makes mama's heart full. That's a little history of that demographic stuff. So now that we got the demographic stuff out of the way, let's talk about current Tish. So currently, I am I'm in a senior level administrative position for a private company. Hospitality is the name of the game. Okay, I'm in various organizations in my town, in my state, and that means a lot to me. To be involved in specific causes. Just to name a few, Rotary, United Way. I volunteer with our local chambers of commerce, with business expos to expose the community to local business. That's important to me. I live in a small area. Most of the people that I know are small business owners, and our community thrives off of small business. That is important to me, to help expose the community to what's available around them. Why did I create A Savvy Life? I created this channel because as I sat on YouTube, I searched for women that I felt were around my age, that were wanting to bust out of fear and do hard things. And I wanted to find other women that were similar to me, that wanted to work outside of the home, or whether that was for themselves or that was for industry, and were trying to maintain home and work. I wanted to find that. So as I'm still searching, I said, and this is a philosophy that I have. If you don't see something, or if something's not readily made available to you, create it. Create it. And that's what I did with A Savvy Life. So I am seeking to connect with working moms, aunts, working women who are goal setters and are still dreaming and want to see something better for their lives. That's who I want to connect with. For many years, I walked around this world not confident at all. I was dependent, and I felt like it was safe to say I like to be in the background, and that was because I felt comfortable with other people setting the standard, and then I just follow the leader. And when I would write down my goals, when I would do some life scripting, that did not line up with what I really wanted to do. And I knew that I would probably upset some people that were used to me being in the background. I knew that I would have to shed some behavior that didn't serve me, that I was holding on to because I wanted to accomplish certain goals as a woman. And I did it. I'm doing it. And now that I'm doing it, even after 40 and raising girls who are seeing that just because they are a woman doesn't mean that they have to live in a certain box that was created by our grandmothers and great grandmothers. But you can be leaders. You can be world changers. That is what's important to me. I've seen women who are so talented, very knowledgeable, sit behind desks for years only to retire and not really reach their full potential. And that is sad to me. That is sad. There are women that I talk to now, although now that I am sharing more of myself, saying, Tish, continue to inspire, continue to show us how you are doing things because I want to do that myself, that is very empowering to me. If I can inspire women who are thirsty and hungry for a better life for herself, for her family, who is wanting to destroy generational curses, that will make me happy. That will make me happy. That is why I continue to upload. No matter the views, no matter the money, I don't get paid to do YouTube. I'm doing this as a service so that other working women who have aspirations to do big things can find me, and we can connect and we can cheer each other on. I also teach etiquette. And when I tell you, that is, out of all the things that I do, teaching etiquette and sharing it with not just youth, but adults, it's like the creme de la creme. I really feel like that is part of who I was meant to be. Etiquette is a set of rules that allow us to make others feel comfortable in spaces, whether they're informal spaces or formal spaces. And just to have a set standard of this is how you will behave, this is how you will implement manners to make others feel comfortable and to show how confident you are in delivering whatever service that you're delivering. That is the key. Etiquette goes far beyond knowing which fork and knife to use at a dinner table. There's etiquette in almost everything we do. And because I am in events and hospitality, knowledge of etiquette is very important because you're entertaining certain groups with different standards, with different beliefs, different status. And to know what to do, when to do it, how to do it, it can make or break what you're trying to deliver. It can close deals, having the right behaviors in place. So the etiquette that I typically teach, it goes beyond like tea time, high tea and all of that. Because I'm in the corporate world and I'm also in academia, it is important for me to share networking etiquette, social etiquette with aspiring leaders and current leaders. I have been in spaces, you've probably been in spaces to where you have seen people with status doing things kind of odd, and you're like, they should know better. And there has been some interviews that has been done over lunch or over networking situations, but because the behavior did not meet the standard, there has been some deals not closed, some jobs not earned because of poor manners. So that's why it's important for me to share my knowledge. That's why I got certified in corporate etiquette, so that I could also share not only a message of let's go girl, but let's be as refined as we can so that we can be at the table, closing the deal, and making the others know that we are the ones to get the job done. We're here to, what did I say at first? Unlock the power of presence and be our best selves in every single room that we enter.